All right. Hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today we're going to be talking about ULTY and my recent buy in my portfolio. As you guys can see here, what I want to show you just super quickly, my net deposits, my total equity, and then here's my market value. I'm currently about $730 in debt. And this is due to the fact that I bought some ULTY on margin. So what I want to do is go through exactly how much I bought, how much I potentially think my interest expense is going to be. We're going to go through as well how much I might be receiving. I have it added into my dividend tracker. And then as well, I want to tell you exactly why I bought ULTY. It's because I see a lot of great things coming in the stocks that it holds, and I see a lot of upside potential, and that's why I took the chance in buying ULTY, even though it had a little bit of an up day in the past couple days, which is cool, but we want to see more growth from this Yieldmax ETF. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So that does sound good. We're up to 5,679 subscribers, 263 subscribers in the past 28 days. We continue to bump this number up. Thank you to everyone who's joining our page. I really appreciate it. And as you guys know, feel free to get your $50 down below when you open a Quest Trade account with the link in the description using our referral code. Cool. So let's talk about this portfolio. So this is my margin portfolio, currently sitting at $2,149.06. Cool. So in this portfolio, I made a little buy the other day of 164 shares of ULTY. As you could see here, 164 shares at $10.60. So with this buy, I'm kind of sitting break even at the current point because I bought it late in the last trading day last week. But you could see here that from ULTY's total price chart history, it's been going down for pretty much its entire since inception. And you might be wondering, why did I buy ULTY? Sure, pays 111% dividend, as kind of mentioned on their website. The dividends are great, but the share price depreciation is very bad. Because look at this, it just trends down for the majority of time. But if you look over the past 6 months, it was trending down, and we're kind of entering into a little bit of a flat period for ULTY. And a flat period in ULTY is exactly what we want to see. This means that the dividends being paid out are able to keep up with the share price appreciation, meaning that as the share price slowly appreciates, the dividends will balance and pay out. That's great. But how does that work? That only works if underlying holdings in the stock go up, because ULTY will only increase in value if its underlying holdings increase in value. And just to kind of go over, I have 4 holdings that I want to talk about. These are all the holdings of ULTY. I could list them all. I have a video for that. So if you guys haven't seen it, make sure to look on my channel and you'll find a video where I go through every single Yieldmax ULTY holding. But ULTY the other day, if we look, 2.7% in the positive. Well, what happened here? We had stocks like Coinbase go up 8%, Sweet Green go up 4%. We had as well the TEM ticker Tempest go up 6%, and we had Unity Software go up about 3.5%. So you can see here, these are all holdings in ULTY, which I've kind of highlighted here for proof. And that obviously contributed to ULTY's great performance the other day. But we need this performance to continue on. And I do like where most of these stocks are sitting. Coinbase, one of their underlying holdings, sitting at $176. This is a price point where I would look to buy even Coney, the other Yieldmax ETF, if I could find that here and pull that up for you guys. That's where I would look to buy Coney, because this is a pretty decent price point for Coinbase. It's hit a lot higher highs in the past, and just kind of judging off momentum, it is in a bit of a downtrend. It needs to break through this 191 level before I would potentially consider buying, but it's at a decent price point, so put it that way. And of course, it pays a 94% yield, as Coney has always paid fantastic yields. Now going to the next stock, which we're all watching. So this is another one. Just look at this trend. This is a fantastic trend. We're seeing not crazy movements heading into this resistance level here. And we can see that it's actually pretty much right at this level, $36, $37. We need to see it push through, and then we could see a pretty good bull run in Sweet Green. If we go back to their max chart history, it looks like this is a huge resistance point. It's met it very many times. We might get to even a 40 or 53 level, but we need to see it push through. This is another one of ULTY's holdings. And of course, when you're invested in ULTY, you are invested in the underlying holdings. And it's very important to understand, see the price charts and kind of predict where these underlying holdings are going to be, because underlying holdings will tell you where ULTY share price and how much you will receive in terms of your dividends, because it's all about how volatile these underlying stocks are. And of course, we want them going to the upside. Next, we'll talk about TEM. TEM kind of has an in-between price chart. It's very difficult to kind of tell where the stock's going to go. If anything, I think it's going to go more down just based off some downward pressure here. It's hit resistance many times, and it's hit a new resistance that's slightly lower. We could see it back here as well at $53. We're currently sitting at 48. It has room to go up a little bit again, but I think the stock might trend down a little bit, so that might play against ULTY. But nonetheless, there's other holdings as well, not just TEM. We have U, which has seen a high of $40, currently sitting 50% lower than that. And we can see in the past couple of months, it's had some kind of a bounce back. We'll probably see resistance about this $25 level, go back down and potentially break through. But this is why I bought ULTY. You guys need to look at the underlying holdings. The underlying holdings are going to tell you exactly how ULTY is going to perform. And if we see great growth in these underlying holdings, which the people like the investors at Yieldmax, who are the actively managed ETF fund managers, they're looking for 15 to 30 volatile and potentially uptrending stocks. And that is what I believe we have here for the majority. And so that is why I put some faith and I put some margin on ULTY, is because my margin, I got charged 13% off $250. I only got charged $1.04. So my margin will be paid back when using ULTY strategy because of the high dividend yield. And what I'll do is, most people, when they use margin, they maybe take out and live off of that. I'm solely going to just be reinvesting. Everything in this portfolio is only going to be reinvested. This 111% yield, this $730 of money, which is other people's money, which I'm borrowing, is only going to be put to use to be reinvested and grow even faster. And you might be saying, okay, cool. You have 164 shares. How much are you going to receive in dividends? Well, I'm projected to receive about $161 in dividends. So really, an investment that was about $1,500 is potentially going to pay me roughly about $161 American every single month. And if we do 161 times the Canadian exchange rate, just to kind of put in perspective, that's $218. If I can make this for, let's say, 6 months of the year, cool. If I make this for 7 months out of the year, I completely pay back my initial investment. I could take it out, or I could choose to continue to allow it to reinvest. So this is going to be kind of a little experimental journey as I push through with using some margin on this channel. It's very exciting. I hope this is very clear. I'm going to be as clear as possible with my ULTY holding, how it performs for me, and how I'm going to be using margin in order to boost my portfolio returns. Because I have multiple accounts. This is my margin account. I only want to buy when I think ULTY is at a great price. Now, I think it's at a fair price, but going into the future, if ULTY's price point falls, and I still believe in their underlying holdings that they will continue to rise, I will go heavier in this margin. That's what you need to do, go heavier, and I'm prepared to do that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please do remember to subscribe. We're up to 5,679 subscribers. Let's get it up. Like this video if you guys enjoyed. Get your free shares and your free money. Nothing's free in this. You have to sign up to an account. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.